Hey everybody, it's day 80 on the CDT. Another creepy tent video. I just hiked really long today. I didn't stop hiking until somewhere between, I think it's 7:45 or 8. May have even been a little bit after 8. This stretch, 165 miles between Steamboat Springs and Rollins, required me to have one day of 30 miles or more. If I averaged 28 for all 6 days, I was fine. But coming out of town, I only got 22 days that first day. Or excuse me, 22 miles that first day. So 22 miles, plus I did 28. Yesterday I did 28. And so that put me at 78, which was pretty good. There's some decimal places in there, but y'all don't care about those. So today I was hiking and I was planning on stopping around 29 miles. Coyotes are howling in the distance. I'm camping up on a ridge. So, today was a stable day. Didn't rain on me. There were some rain clouds south, and I think like east and north, but didn't rain on me, and it was getting kind of late in the day, and we're starting to get to the point of Wyoming where water is like 10 miles apart. So it's not exactly the New Mexico conditions, but you have to be careful about planting your water again. And the water source that I was hiking to for 29 miles was a culvert underneath the highway. It wasn't appealing. It was fine. I could have used it. Not appealing. There was another water source about 3 miles away, and the note said that it was flowing fantastically and it was clear water. So I said, hey, the weather's good. Yeah, I'm going to be hiking late in the day, but let's get to that water source. So another hiker, it's actually a group of hikers, it's a family. Their trail name is The Family. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, I believe there's 5 children, 2 adults, and the ages are pretty wide. I didn't ask them their ages, but one of them is in a hiking backpack. That's how young he or she is. And the oldest one is probably, I would guess, around like 10 or 11. So they're hiking strong. They hiked 23 miles today, and they got to their car because they'd already hiked the Great Basin, so they parked their car out here, and the kids were running to the car. So after 23 miles, so I wish I could bottle some of that energy. They had extra water, so they gave me a couple liters, so thanks to them. Today's shout out goes to them for helping out fellow hikers. I could have been fine with, I was carrying an extra liter of water with me. I could have been fine with those 2 liters. But today there was a lot of up and down, up and down. Up and down, up and down, up and down. We hit a high point of 11,000 feet, and that's going to be the highest point we have for like 250 miles till we get to the winds in like north central Wyoming. So we're not going to have the high up that we had in Colorado. However, it's like spikes. So it's like up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. And there was quite a bit of that today. So it was a bit warm, and I decided to go ahead and hike the 3 extra miles to the water to get a couple extra liters and make sure I'm well hydrated, because again, we're getting like 10 miles between water sources. Sorry, there's a noise outside the tent. I think it's just bugs with hitting the tent because of the light. I really hope it's not rain. I didn't see any clouds in the sky. So because there's 10 miles between water sources And because it's hot and I was sweating a lot, I wanted to make sure to get some extra water. So I went in and pushed it. And today was my longest mileage day on the trail since starting 80 days ago. It was 32.2 miles. And that's exactly what I needed for getting into Rollins. So with today's 32 miles and the two previous 28 miles and the 22 miles coming out of town, I think I'm sitting at 111 because of the decimal places. It goes up one spot, and it's 165 miles, which means I got 54 miles left. That's two 27-mile days. We're in I don't want to call them the flats. We're in the beginning of the Great Basin, so it's supposed to be a little bit easier hiking, and you're supposed to be able to get some high mileage days. So we'll see how tomorrow goes, but in the very least, I think I can I can do 227 days and get into Rollins. So that's great news. I passed 1,400 miles today. Normally that isn't a milestone, except since I skipped the national forest and I'm missing those 100 miles or 100-ish miles, then it would be 1,500 miles, which would be right around my halfway point. So I touched a little bit on it yesterday. Like halfway just feels weird. I'm in Wyoming, and it's only mid-July. The trip seems like it's going pretty quickly, but when I think about like each individual section and like challenges and that kind of stuff, it doesn't feel like it should be flying by, but it is. Let's see. So caught you folks up on mileage, talked a little bit about today's hike, hot and up and down, up and down. We're now in the Great Basin. I think I touched everything. It's like 11 after 10, and I'm still eating dinner. I'm stretched, water's done, tent's great. I just got to eat dinner and do a little maintenance on my right foot, just some sandpapering, some calluses, and then I'm going to bed. So I'm gonna let you folks go. Thanks for watching the videos. I hope you're all doing well, and I'll talk to you a little bit more tomorrow. So that's it for now. See ya.